Ukrainian champion Oleksandr Usyk clowned Tyson Fury at the press conference while he had his head shaved and was dressed as a hitman. Furthermore, Fury shared that he can do the best he can to prepare for the fight with Usyk, and the rest will be in God's hand.
In the second fight with Usyk, all I can do is prepare well, train hard, eat well, go to bed early, wake up early, do the right things, listen to people around me.
At a press conference on Wednesday, Oleksandr Usyk, who was wearing a suit and looked intimidating, wanted Tyson Fury to sign a picture of the British fighter getting struck in the face during their first bout. Fury reluctantly agreed and played along in the act. Usyk was sporting a red tie and black gloves, and he took out a picture of the 6 feet 8 inches fighter being punched from his briefcase. Fury said to a shaven-headed Usyk as he signed the autograph, "I look like Shrek." Furthermore, Tyson shared that he has moved on from the result of the first fight without any regrets, but doesn't plan on doing the same this time. Fury said, "We did the fight in May, a great fight. I know people keep going on about it, but it's in the past now, we've got to move on." Oleksandr Usyk mimicked Agent 47 from the video game Hitman series while he was wearing a red tie and black gloves. Meanwhile, boxing promoter Eddie Hearn revealed that Tyson Fury has been consumed with anger following his loss to Usyk and plans to channel that fury into the rematch. Hearn also noted that defeating Usyk in a second encounter is an incredibly challenging task.
Tyson is much more of a determined competitor that sometimes he lets on. So I feel like the defeat would have really eaten him up, which is a good thing. I hope it did, because it's going to fuel him for the rematch. I think once Usyk has beaten you, I think it's very difficult to beat him.
Eddie shared these sentiments for Oleksandr Usyk as he remembered his fighter Anthony Joshua, who lost to Usyk 2 times. Moreover, Tyson Fury made a surprising revelation about the true reason he lost all his belts to Usyk in their first fight. He admitted that he hadn't taken the fight seriously enough, which ultimately cost him his legacy.
I clowned around too much.
Why?
Complacency, very much complacency. I think I expected it to be harder than it was up until that point of getting hit. And I was hitting him at will, basically, head and body. So yeah, I got a little bit greedy and paid the price, got caught, and we know what happens in heavyweight boxing.
Roy Jones Jr. didn't hold back when asked about the outcome of the Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk rematch. In a recent interview, Jones stated that Tyson Fury has very little chance of winning. Roy added, "I don't really think so, it could happen, but in that fight, Usyk found out that he could hurt Tyson. He knew that coming in, but he's found out now that he can hurt Fury for sure. The smaller man now knows he can hurt the bigger man." Jones Jr. admitted the Gypsy King could make some changes to improve his style. Tyson did that when he fought Deontay Wilder for the second and third time, and he stepped to his man and fought on the front, but still foresees an Usyk win. Jones commented, "Usyk is favorite for the rematch, and now here is the thing. Tyson Fury is a very smart guy and is really good at making adjustments. But Usyk, in my humble opinion, comes through him again. Now that Usyk knows he can hurt and beat Fury, he could now underestimate him in the rematch. But we all know Fury has been knocked down 7 times. Tyson Fury stated that he intends to knock out Usyk for good in their rematch, emphasizing that no opponent has ever made it through a second fight with him without being sent crashing to the floor.
I have to be a little bit more focused and a little bit more smart to get the victory. As it would seem, my rematch with people is always ends up one way. I always end up knocking them out in the rematch. Whoever I've faced more than once has been knocked out in the rematch, so I'm envisaging something similar.
Fury, however, maintained that he had actually won their first fight, and in a social media rant earlier this month, he promised that Usyk would face the wrath of the Gypsy King in their next encounter. Despite his bold remarks, Fury kept things straightforward and respectful during Wednesday's press conference, remaining expressionless and gazing into the distance while managers and promoters spoke. Tyson Fury shared his sentiments in the press conference. "I'm looking forward to a fantastic fight. Oleksandr won the first fight fair and square. I'll be a bit more focused, no complacency, and there's nothing drastic I have to change. I will be victorious." Meanwhile, Eddie Hearn went on to say that Usyk is like a machine, storing algorithms in his mind, which makes it nearly impossible to beat him in a rematch. Hearn suggested that Tyson Fury needs to be more aggressive in the second fight, but expressed doubts about whether aggression alone would be enough, given Usyk's exceptional counterpunching skills.
Because this guy kind of like inputs data during the fight. And don't forget that in the first fight, he bullied and beat up a 6'8", 20 stone heavyweight, which is something that he's never done before. but that's what he felt he needed to do to win the fight. In this fight, I feel like Fury probably needs to be more aggressive. He did hurt Usyk in the first fight and did have success. But also, when you're aggressive against Usyk, that suits him down to the ground because he's a tremendous counter-puncher.
Furthermore, Tyson Fury revealed that he feels absolutely terrified of Usyk before their fight and clowned him in front of the camera.
Tyson, how are you feeling for the rematch with Usyk?
Terrible.
What'd
Absolutely scared.
What do you think of AJ's defeat to Dubois?
You do, mate.
In addition, Tyson Fury shared that it has been close to 5 years since he was the underdog in any heavyweight battle, which proves his supreme ability to win against opponents.
It's actually been about 4.5 years. Was the Wilder 2 fight last time I was the underdog in these fights. What's going through my mind? I'm just looking forward to a fantastic fight, you know. Last time in May, it was a fantastic fight. Oleksandr won the fight fair and square.
Tyson Fury's coach, Andy Lee, mentioned that a change in strategy would help Fury conserve his energy more effectively, making it difficult for Usyk to exploit any perceived weaknesses. With Fury now able to spar after recovering from a head cut, he could maintain a more consistent pace, keeping Usyk on the defensive and preventing him from building any momentum. Andy stated, when Tyson would have success in the fight, he would have to back away and look to rest to build up his energy again before mounting his next attack. In the meantime, it encouraged Usyk to come forward and gave him the emphasis to go forward to take it now because I'm taking a break. It'll be different because he'll be able to spar. Dillian Whyte had the chance to fight Tyson Fury, so he made some comments on the Fury versus Usyk fight.
Struggling to pick one in that fight, man, because it's very hard to pick, say this guy's gonna win, this guy's gonna win. You can make a case of both guys, but I think it's a 50-50 match, I think, you know, and it just depends on who wants it more and who has done the right things. I think Fury wakes up for fights. He won't train for Usyk the same way he trained for Ngannou, I'll tell you that now. With Ngannou, he trained a certain way and he had a certain, you could see. Body language was like, oh yeah, whatever. But, you know, with Usyk, you can see he was in shape. He was in shape when the fight got rescheduled. So let's see.
Tyson Fury, now 36, maintained that he has no plans to change his approach for the rematch. In a recent interview, Fury was asked about how much time he's putting into tactical preparations for his upcoming bout with Usyk. The conversation focused on Fury's training approach and how he intends to adapt his strategy for the rematch against the skilled Ukrainian champion. Fury said, "Not much time. I know what I've got to do. Nothing drastic. People can say, I want to change trainers, or I'll blame it on me conditioning coach, or I'll blame it on the cook, or I'll blame it on the mouse next door. Same team, same everything. I know what I've got to do." On the other hand, Oleksandr Usyk asked Tyson Fury to sign him an autograph, where Fury gets punched in the face by the Ukrainian champion.
You will find it tomorrow on eBay.
As Tyson Fury gears up to avenge his first professional loss in the rematch against Oleksandr Usyk on December 21st, his promoter Frank Warren told Sky Sports that Fury is approaching the fight with a knockout mentality to decisively defeat Usyk. Warren stated that Fury has learned from the loss and will come back stronger this time. Frank added, "His mentality is he's got to knock him out to win, so it's going to be exciting. He knows what he did wrong. It was a fight of two halves, and at one stage in the 7th round, I genuinely thought he was going to stop him in the next round. If Fury comes out on top against Usyk in December, there could be eager calls from fans for what would be a legendary trilogy fight. It's a prospect that Usyk's manager has refused to rule out, as he told TalkSport in May. Why not? Boxing is all about the desire of the fans, and Turki Al-Sheikh is the man that is currently making their dreams come true." Additionally, Tyson Fury stated that he doesn't need to change much in his strategy in order to beat Usyk.
And I should do the job, what I need to do. You know, it's nothing drastic has to change, a bit more the same. A little bit more focused, like I say.
It came as a total surprise that Tyson Fury stayed humble during the entire press conference, stating that God's timing is perfect. Usyk had his chance the first time, and the next opportunity would be his.
Because God's timing is not late, it's not imperfect, it's perfection. So that was meant to be, and we're going to find out what's going to be meant to be in December the 21st. I believe it will be my time this time, and I believe that all things that happen, negative or positive, are lessons. We must learn from the things that we go through in our lives. And
on the other hand, Oleksandr Usyk was asked whether he needs to do anything differently this time around, to which he casually responded with a no.
Tell me this, do you need to do anything differently than what you did in the first fight, or was it all just okay?
No.
Former heavyweight champion Hasim Rahman spoke to Fight Hype and has no doubt that Usyk will repeat his win. Hasim added, "Well, I think that Deontay Wilder got a big play in this Usyk and Tyson Fury rematch. I believe that Wilder and Fury took everything out of each other. I think they're both shells of their former selves, and I believe that Usyk will win this rematch by stoppage. I know he can drop him and hurt him, and now the confidence is there. I think he can win by stoppage." Tyson Fury provided another reason for his failure to secure a win against Usyk, revealing to reporters that his wife, Paris, chose not to accompany him to Saudi Arabia due to her sickness. Tyson inquired, "When she said she couldn't come over, I knew there was a problem. I said to my brother, she's lost that baby. She never told me she had lost the baby, but I knew. When I got back, I got the inevitable confirmation that it was gone, but she had kept it to herself." Paris Fury was 6 months pregnant with their 8th child at the time. Tyson commented on his loss by saying, "It's not like a small miscarriage at the beginning. You have to physically give birth to a dead child, on your own, while your husband is in a foreign country. I could not be there for her in that moment, and that is tough for me." Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk kept up their playful banter during the press conference, with Usyk mentioning that Fury had a lot of surprises in their first encounter. When the interviewer posed the same question about potential surprises for Tyson, he gave a similar response as Usyk. "Guess what, I don't remember either," Fury commented. Terence Crawford is looking forward to the heavyweight rematch between Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury in December. When asked for his predictions on how he thinks the second fight will play out, Crawford shared his insights by saying, "That's tough, man. I know the first fight I picked Usyk, and, Usyk's a good friend of mine. Tyson's a good friend as well, but not as close as me and Usyk. I think it's going to be an exciting fight again. I think Tyson Fury is going to go to the drawing board, try to pick up where he left off, make the adjustments earlier than he did in the first fight." Before their first fight, heavyweight boxer Deontay Wilder shared that Usyk is smaller and quicker, but Wilder believes that the best man should always win the fight.
Usyk, it seems he's smaller, but he seems quicker and faster. He throws good combinations as well. I don't know as far as who winning. I always say, man, may the best man win. Well, hopefully those guys get in the ring healthy and they get out of the ring healthy and give the world a great fight. It's good to see unification in the heavyweight division. It hasn't happened in a long time.
On December 21st, Tyson Fury will face Oleksandr Usyk in Saudi Arabia, alongside heavyweights Moses Itama and Johnny Fisher on the undercard. Fisher will play fellow Brit Dave Allen, and Itama will face Dempsey McKean, an Australian. Itama and Fisher are both unbeaten in their professional lives and have been hailed as the heavyweight stars of the future. Dennis McCann, who takes on Liverpudlian Peter McGrail in an exciting super bantamweight match, is also on the undercard. Do you think Tyson Fury can defeat Oleksandr Usyk? Who do you see winning by knockout? We would love to hear your thoughts. Let us know in the comments section below and subscribe for more content like this.